Okay, for our warm-up today, we did an example of triangle inequality theorem. We'd already done it, but here it is on the video now. You add up all your angles, you combine like terms, and then solve for x, and we got 8, okay? And it is tie-dye day today. Now then, we moved on to these notes, which we're doing. We already started it, but you'll catch it as we go along here. So 2, 6, and 7, which is red, purple, and orange. I found these side links make a triangle, so we put yes. And now what we're doing on the next column is we're adding the two smaller numbers. What are the two smaller numbers of 2, 6, and 7? 2 and 6. So 2 plus 6 equals 8. And then the longer side is 7 from the original 3. Okay. So far, so good. Now, 2, 4, 7 is going to be red, green, orange. Red, green, and orange. All right. Red, green, and orange. Now, look at those right now. Let me do it this way. The way I put it right here doesn't look like a triangle yet, right? But you do want to try to like rotate them until they touch. But you see how these just don't touch at all. There's a big gap there. So is this a yes or a no situation? That's a dang no. Okay, so let's go ahead and put no. And what am I going to add for the shorter length? 2 plus 4, which is 6. The longer side over here, 7. So we have our first no. So you can see what it looks like there. Okay, 3, 6, and 7 is going to be yellow, purple, orange. Can it make a triangle? Let's find out. Yellow, purple, orange. There you go. It does. Okay. Let's go ahead and put yes. The two smaller numbers are 3 and 6, which gives me 9. Okay. 7 is the longer side. All right, 6, 4, and 4 is going to be purple, green, green. So if I have purple, green, green, I'm going to see if I can make a triangle out of this. Spooky colors. All right, it works. So that's a yes. And my two smaller sides are 4 plus 4, and I get 8. The longest side was 6. Okay. All right, 2, 4, 6. That's going to be red, green, purple. Does it look like it's going to be a triangle? Okay, let's keep rotating it. If I keep rotating it, rotating it. If I rotate it all the way and put it flat, okay, they kind of are completely flat, okay? If you see something like that, completely flat, you wouldn't call that a triangle. This is not a triangle. Let's go ahead and put no. The smaller ones are 2 plus 4 equals 6. And then the longest side is 6, okay? All right, these last three we'll do a little quicker here. 3, 3, and 7. That's going to be yellow, yellow, orange. Let me grab that. Yellow, yellow, orange. Yellow, yellow, orange. If you see right there, they don't connect, not even if you flatten them out. In fact, there's a big old space there. That's no. The smaller numbers are 3 plus 3, which is 6. The biggest side is 7. Okay, 2, 7, 7 is going to be red, orange, orange. So let's grab those. Now, if you got two long ones, that should work. Look at that. It's like a isosceles triangle, okay? So yeah, it works out. The two smaller ones are 2 and 7. 2 plus 7 is 9. The longest side is just 7, okay? All right, last one on this chart, 2, 3, and 6. 2 and 3, red, yellow, and purple. So let's get a yellow and a purple. Red, yellow, purple. Doesn't look like it works. But, oh, there's a gap there. So that's definitely a no. 2 plus 3 is 5. The longer side is 6. Okay. Okay. Now, if I give you numbers and if I give you straws, you're sure you can figure it out. Okay. But there's a way just to tell by looking at the numbers. Okay. And that's why we did these two rows here. So I want you to think about and compare these two rows. The sum of the shorter lengths, A plus B, how does that compare with C? Let's look at the first one. On the first one, A plus B gave me what? 8. What about C? 6. Now, which one's bigger, 8 or 6? 8, right? So is everyone looking right here with me? So on the first one, that was a yes. A plus B was bigger than C. What about the next one? Next one's yes. Is A plus B bigger than C? Yeah. What about the third one? Is a yes. Is A plus B bigger than C? So far, so good. You kind of see a pattern, right? What about the next one? No. 2 plus 4 is 6, and that is not bigger than 7. Are you seeing what's happening here? When A plus B is bigger than A plus B is bigger than C, that's a yes. When A plus B is less than C, that's a no. And you can see it on these next two. 9 is greater than 7. 8 is greater than 6, right? A plus B has to be bigger than C. Now, what about the next one? What about when they're equal? A plus B is 6, C is 6. If they're both 6, did that give me a triangle? No, okay? So you can see, it's not just that it can't be equal. It has to be only greater than, okay? Which one has to be greater? A plus B has to be greater than C. Okay, let's look at these next two, or the next one. A plus B was less than C, that's a no, right? A plus B is greater than C, that was a yes. A plus B is less than C, that's a no, okay? So I want you to put in your own words, right there at the bottom where it says my conjecture. How would you put this in your own words? A plus B and C, or maybe you could say the smaller two add up to what compared to the long one? We said this one has to be what? Greater or less? Greater. Not equal, not less. Greater. Okay? So you can say that the shorter sum has to be greater than the longer side. You can put it that way. However you want to write it, but write it in your own words. And then you can write our class conjecture, which is going to be that. Okay, so make sure you write this at the bottom for sure. Okay? You can put it in your own words right above it, but make sure you get this on the bottom. Is everyone writing this down right now? Write that down. The sum of two sides of a triangle is greater than the third side. A plus B is greater than C. All right, so on the back, let's do some practice, okay? So if I give you three numbers, everyone flip it over, unless you're still writing, sorry. Does everyone get that down? I'll give you a minute, sorry. If you flip it over, if I give you three numbers, A plus B, the two smaller ones we need to add together. What are the two smaller ones on number 1? 4 and 5. Add them up and I get 9. Now here's the question. Is 9 greater than, question mark, is that greater than 7? It is. So does it make a triangle? Yes. Okay. That's it. It can't be equal and it can't be less. Number 2, what are the smaller ones? 2 plus 4 gives me, is 6 greater than, question mark, 9? It is not, so put no, not a triangle. It'll never make a triangle. Number 3, the two smaller ones are 5 and 7. 5 plus 7 is 12. Is 12 greater than, question mark, 12? It cannot be equal. This is the one most people miss, okay? So again, when you add the two smaller ones, you get 12. 12 is not greater than the third side 12. That's a no. Okay. Number 4, the two smaller ones. 4 plus 4 is 8. Is 8 greater than 8? No. Same thing. Okay. The smaller ones. 5 plus 9 is 14. Is 14 greater than, question mark, 12? Yes, it is. Number 6, 5 plus 7 is 12. Is that greater than, question mark, 14? That's a no. Are y'all able to add the smaller numbers and see if it's greater than the third number? Greater than is yes, everything else equals, and less than or no. Now real quick, this is new, so everyone look right here. This is brand new. If you're looking at a phone or something else, look up here, okay? Here's a different type of question. If it asks you for a possible range of values for the length of a third side, here's what I want you to do, okay? Anytime you see range, it's between two numbers. So I want you to put X in the middle, and then less than on both sides, okay? You're going to tell me X is greater than some number and less than some other number, okay? So X is some number in a range between two numbers. Now, how do I get the low number and the high number if the two sides they give me are 5 and 9? Let me tell you. All you do is subtract for the small number, add them up for the big number. Okay? So right here, 9 and 5. Let's do big minus small. 9 minus 5 gives me what? 4. So it cannot be 4, but it can be greater than 4. And then on the right side, I'm going to take those two numbers and add them up. 9 plus 5 gives me what? 14. It can't equal 14, but it can be less than 14. So if you have 5 and 9, anything between 4 and 14 can be the third side and make a triangle. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, those all work. But not 4, not 14, or beyond. Okay? That's it. Let's do it again on 8. What do I put in the middle? X, less than on both sides. On the left side, I do the big minus small. 5 minus 2 gives me 3. On the right side, 5 plus 2 gives me 7. That's my range of values. It's between 3 and 7. Not 3, not 7, but between it. Last one we'll do really quick. X is in the middle, less than, less than. 11 minus 6 over here is 5. 11 plus 6 over here, 17. That's it. And you don't even need the, you can just do it mentally if you want, okay? All right, you're going to use that to do this assignment. If you didn't finish the one from Friday, you can work on that first. Any of those 3 assignments that are on the board that I taped there for geometry on the sliding board, whiteboard, you want to do those 3, okay? So last week it was classifying triangles, classifying with distance formula, and then triangle sum theorem. Those are the 3 from last week. That's what they look like. The dates are on there. They're in the blue bin. And then this is for today. Here we go.